Hello. Welcome, everybody. Oh no! Chat, what happened? You got caught behind the window capture. Let me move you up. There you go. Oh, let's also scoot you over. Why are you so... here we go. It's probably better. Hello, hello. There we go. I think if you guys write any long messages, it might get cut off. Let me make you a little smaller so we can fit everything. Hi, hi. Just give me a bit. Well, hello, the kitty, Nyoni, Dreamy. Hi, 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 hi. Good evening. And anyone else who might be new or lurking. I'm Calico Pascal, the otter VTuber, streaming to you live from the Float Harbor Aquarium. Welcome. Today, it's not officially my birthday yet. Give it 10 more days. In 10 more days, it'll be my birthday. But since I only stream once a week, we are doing some birthday celebratory streams. So let's see. Yeah, today we're doing a community drawing day. So as you can see behind me, I've got Magma Board open. And if you don't know what Magma Board is, it's basically like an open art board space where people can collaborate and draw together. Hi Keiko, welcome. You can maybe see like some people already kind of zooming around on the board. There's Noni. Noni is one of the moderators, so Noni has access right now. And I will be putting up the link to the board shortly. But I just want to go over a few rules before I start letting everybody in. And also, I have a little surprise for you guys. I don't know if I should maybe wait a little bit more for more people to show up. But I guess they'll find it either way at some point. But yeah, let's first address the rules for the Magma Board, okay? Because this is obviously a public stream. And we are going to be interacting with people together. We're all drawing together on this one board. We share the board together. So it's important that you guys be aware of the rules that we have set, alright? And so if you go down to the stream description of this stream, you should find that there are chat rules, which are normal. Those are chat rules set for every stream. And then there are now Magma Board rules, just for this stream specifically. Okay, so let's take a look at it together. Oh, I have to actually have my stream open to do that. Give me 1 second. I did have it open, but I just accidentally closed it. Okay, so... Oh my god. Ah! Okay, you don't need to hear the playback of my own stream. Anyways. So, Magma Board rules, okay? They're right in the description. Start off with number 1. Very first top right one. I and the mods reserve the right to remove anyone from the Magma Board regardless if no rules are explicitly broken, okay? If we don't like your vibe, we might kick you out. I only do that because we just want to ensure the general safety and happiness of everybody who's participating in the board. So rule number 2 of the Magma Board rules. Chat rules apply to the Magma Board. Okay, so chat rules are, if you scroll a little bit further down in the description, chat rules are all listed there. They're there every stream. So these also apply to the Magma Board. And if we can just quickly go over it. So chat rule number 1, please be nice and respectful of one another. Don't make fun of each other's drawings. Don't draw or try to draw over other people's drawings, etc., etc. No spamming, so if you see anyone spamming or making troll comments, just ignore them. The mods or myself will handle it. Number 3, keep chat on topic. Number 4, no sharing personal information of yourself or others. So in this case, in the Magma Board, don't draw anything too personally revealing. You know, internet safety rules and all that. This one doesn't really apply, but I guess if you do, you could technically apply. No backseating unless Calico asks for help, okay? Don't backseat me when I'm drawing. I know what I'm doing. I've been drawing for well over, pretty much my entire life. So no backseating, please. Do not bring up other streamers unless relevant to the conversation, game, or stream. Again, keeping the chat on topic, if you will. And again, as stated in the Magma Board rule number 1, mod decisions are final, so do not argue with them, do not argue with me. if they decide to ban you for whatever the reason, I trust their instincts and their logic, so please do not argue with us. And then jumping back to our Magma Board rules. Rule number 3. So this is very important because, again, I am streaming and showing the drawings that we are all doing together. Please, I'm not going to restrict you from drawing characters that do not belong to you or me. You can draw whatever characters you want, but please, 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 I beg you, I'm on my knees. Keep drawings PG-13. If we see anything sussy, you're getting booted out. That's just final, okay? PG-13. Keep it safe. Keep it clean. Rule number 4 of the Magma Board rules. Be mindful of other people's space on the board. You are generally welcome to like block out. You can literally just draw a square of where you're gonna draw so people don't draw in your space if you're worried about people accidentally drawing too close or too whatever. Drawing a full doujin on Magma. No! Dweemy, no. Maybe privately and you can show me, okay? But not live on stream. Okay, we don't do that. And I put more coming soon because I was just maybe thinking like, oh, I'm sure some rules might come up as we go about and do this, because I'd like to implement more of these community drawing streams. I think that'd be fun over time. But for now, these are just kind of the main rules. So yeah, when I invite you guys, again, feel free to draw whatever you like as long as it's PG-13, nothing, no politics, keep it safe. Again, we will boot you if we see anything like weird. Alright, don't be a freak. Okay, so let's see. Yeah, you can show us your OCs. I'd love to see your OCs. Please feel free to draw your OCs. That's highly encouraged. But actually, so speaking of OCs, you know, again, I said you could draw whatever you want, and I'm not going to stop you. But I have a surprise that I sort of worked on. Yes, it is technically my birthday, but I've been kind of sitting on this for a long time, and I felt like this was kind of the right, appropriate time to bring it up. So, you guys have always kind of wondered what you as a fan, one of my fans, you know, a lot of VTubers have their own little mascots or a representation of their audience or their community, and I finally just sat down and situated myself and finalized a design. So, please don't laugh. I don't have a name for them still yet, but I was hoping, you know, now that we have a face, we can come up with the name together, and then we can just vote and pick our favorite, alright? You can kind of ignore whatever potential names I might have, like, said in the past as, like, possibilities, because I don't like any of them. I would rather much like it if we came up with one collectively. Yes! Hi, Toy, welcome, and Gone Puppy, hello, hello. Alright, so, without further ado, let me show you what you guys look like. Drum roll, please. Blah, 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 blah. Drum roll. Okay. Let me introduce you. No, not the floaters. Let me introduce you to you. Ta-da! So, when I say I've been sitting on this design for the fan mascot, I'm talking about, like, even before I started streaming. I have sketches and doodles in, like, a sketchbook that I'm gonna take pictures of and put together for records later. But this is the final culmination so far. As you can see, this comes from the Float Harbor Aquarium field guide. I may have gone through the offices and scratched up whatever I could find from the desks of the staff. There's some other stuff in progress, okay? So this is only one of, like, I don't know, I have a couple more pages that I'd like to put together and introduce, and this was very quickly, like, thrown together. I would like to make it a lot more fancy. That is a cute name. I do like Otter Pops, but I do believe, I'm pretty sure Otter Pops is, like, because it's an actual product, might be copyright. I don't know if we can. But yes, this is the Calico Pascal fan mascot. Officially, these are you guys. Again, so this is kind of just like your common design, or like the generic default design, but I want it to be where you guys can customize your little mascot however you like, whatever is personally, whatever you personally connect with. So their little blurb here reads, "These creatures share a striking resemblance to sea otters and ice cream floats." I wonder if any of you have made the connection yet with Float Harbor being a pun. So there's that. It seems they come in a variety of sizes and flavors. And again, I'm working on I was hoping to have it done tonight, but I am unfortunately very slow and very busy outside of streaming. So I'm working on putting together a guide of how you can customize and make your own little fan mascot for me. Or for you, I should say. For yourselves, how you want to present yourselves. But I guess if I could just give a general brief overview right now. So height, this is about the average height of this fan mascot. They do come in other shapes and sizes as described in the little blurb here. And so there's like, you can be smaller than average, you can be larger than average. Whatever is suitable to your personal taste. As you can see, the shape of our little mascot, they're kind of like, you know, I mean, it's a sea otter for one, but I tried to shape the body to look kind of like a glass, and then, you know, your head is like the ice cream on top. Color palette, as you can see, it'll be whatever you want. Flavors and whatever can vary. You can be a sparkling drink, or you can have no sparkles, but our generic default one has sparkles. The body is two-tone, so there is a base color and then like a second gradient color that from the bottom, and it goes up. I don't think it needs to be from darker to lighter. You can go from light to dark, whatever your heart desires, but it is two-tone gradient, so just keep that in mind. And then accessories on the top of the head. Each little fan mascot will have their own individual accessories. You can choose whatever you like. Obviously, it's whatever is personal to you. And let's see. Standard things that should stay the same generally for all designs, regardless of what size you are. You're gonna have the same little like triangular ears and the nose. I call these cookies, but I don't know, maybe there's something else. The cookie nose and ears. And specifically the nose shape, this will always be the same across all fan mascot designs. It's a little seashell nose. So you got a seashell nose and then a wide mouth. You don't need a neck accessory if you do not want one, but our standard generic guy has got one because they match with me. I've got my kelp necklace, so we are one and the same. And that's pretty much it. Again, you can be whatever flavor combination, whatever colors you'd like. Something that's also going to be common among all of them is that they should be like, have this kind of milty design at the neck, but you can hide that by putting like, for example, I have a example like in the sketches of the field guide. There's going to be one that has like a whipped cream kind of collar. And speaking of which, you know, with the accessories, you can also make like hair shapes out of whipped cream or whatever it is. Whatever creative endeavors you can think of. But they are, just think ice cream float and sea otter. Or I guess the general shape is a sea otter no matter what. So you guys are sea otters too, or sea otter-like creatures. And yeah, so more information about the species will come out in time when I have time. But I thought it would be fun to introduce this to you guys for today. So if you want to draw them on the Magma Board, you totally can. You can start working on your own little fan mascot, Sona. Become part of the Float Harbor universe. Yes, exactly. Yeah, exactly. Otter flops! Oh no. That's cute though. I do like otter flops. Also, welcome. Universe is expanding. Thank you. And let me I'm gonna keep this on screen so you guys have a reference, and this will also get posted to my social media. Oh wait, let me, rather than doing that, let me just crop it so that way I can hide it a little bit better, or not have to resize it so much. Here we go. Maybe like this. And then we can try resizing it a little more. There we go. Hopefully maybe like here. I just leave this in the corner. There you go. So now you can use this for yourself. And then of course, we gotta get you in here. We can customize flavor. Does that mean we also get to eat them? I would not recommend eating them, but you know, who's to say? Nature is cruel. It's a cruel world out there. Oh, gelators. That's a good one too. Yeah, I'm gonna come back to our chat logs after this stream. I'll put together the most popular ones, or the ones that kind of stand out to me, and then we can vote on them. So let me see. So you guys are gonna have to tell me if this works, because I have been trying to change the permissions on this board, but I think I know how to get it working from what I understand. Okay, let's see if this works. Oh, no! Oh my god, stop. Chrome, stop. Okay, paste. Okay, please tell me if this link works for you. And if it does, I will pin it, so that way you guys can just join easily. I should be able to start seeing people, but if it says something like you don't have access, okay. Hold on. We're gonna try something else then. Let me delete that. Yeah, see, I tried changing the permissions and I looked into it because I couldn't find on Magma Board how to change the password protection, but it seems like you guys have to join my like art lobby first, and then you should be able to just click the drawing that people are in. So let's see if that works instead. Okay, art lobby, and then how do I do this? No. Actions. No. How did I do this last time? How did I get... Oh, wait, here. Is it invite users? Share link with ArtSpace members. Anyone has access to sharing link can't... Okay, this should work. Okay, let's see if this works. Okay, so this should take you, hopefully, to the space. And then you will have to go to the drawing itself. You access it by... So once you're in the space, you look for... Where is it? Recent. And then it should be the drawing that says live. Or new drawing. I don't know why there's two of them in my feed, but there's only one, so... I guess you go to the live now. Okay, just kidding. It's still showing two. Please tell me if that link works, by the way. I read from when I was looking into it earlier, they will password protect drawing spaces that don't have a lot of activity. And I'm not sure why or how to change it. I already did make the art space itself like public. So hopefully it works and you guys can join. It will ask you to also make an account or like join using using an existing account if you have one. Yeah, so far I only see a Nyoni. Oh, there's Twi! Yay! Okay. Okay, great. So the link works. I'll join in a bit. Gotta finish the thing real quick. No worries. Okay, so if it worked, let me pin this. There, that way people can just join and jump into the drawing. Yay! Welcome, Twi. Yeah, more people can join as they please now, so if anyone happens to ask in chat, just direct them to the pinned message. Yeah, feel free to start drawing away. I'm also gonna start drawing here. So, the last time that I did a magma drawing was when Casper's community was making like a birthday thing for him. Oh, yeah, and then you can also, I mean, Magma Board is kind of, if you're familiar with digital art programs, it's kind of intuitive, so you can use the hand to kind of move around the canvas and see. You can zoom in and zoom out with a scroll wheel. There's some selection tools, eyedrop tools, different brushes, brush settings, looks like a fill tool, text tool, shape tool is pretty neat. I was honestly very surprised because I can't remember if like I must have done a Magma Board like a long time ago, and then yeah, the 6-month anniversary one. Oh, okay. So Noni's got the experience. Yeah, the 6-month anniversary and the maybe that was a 6-month anniversary one. Okay, yeah, because the birthday one was that was a Kudo board, not a Magma, huh? Yeah, Noni is speed. Yeah, so I'm also gonna pick a space here. I'll take kind of the center area. But yeah, I haven't done. Oh, I didn't even realize it was blue. Also, interesting enough, your keyboard shortcuts that most people use, like general ones for art programs, they also apply to Magma Board, which is kind of neat. The debut board, was it for his debut? It's been a while, I don't remember. Assert center dominance, yes, I gotta assert center dominance. Might have been debut. Okay. But yeah, after doing that Magma Board, I was kind of like, dude, actually this is really neat. We should do more of these. Yeah, I've been thinking how to include more art stuff into my streams, because I obviously like playing video games, since that's just like something I don't get to do as a pastime normally. But I feel like a lot of people are interested in the art stuff as well. And I think previously I was kind of more, you know, other than wanting to play more games, just because I didn't have that opportunity to, or don't get a lot of chances to. I was also just kind of burnt out, and I still feel the effects of it. It's been so long, though, since, you know, my initial burnout, quote unquote. And I think, you know, because I've been working more doing non-art stuff, that I am getting the itch again to do more creative stuff and trying to be a little less perfectionist, allowing myself to be more loose and just create without the pressure of needing everything to be perfect. You know that meme, I'm sure you've seen it if you're on art Twitter at all, that's like the circle, that's like the like really quick circle, and then the complete circle. This looks actually too good. But it's like, you know, the not clean circle and then the clean circle, that meme, where it's like, oh, you just make it first and then worry about making it good later. That literally changed my life. I'm old, but that kind of thinking really, like, helped me realize that. I don't know. I think especially now, with the way that the art sphere changes online so quickly, I feel like it's very important to encourage people to keep making art. And I've spent, you know, way too much time being worried about art being good rather than just making it. And I often find myself kind of honestly jealous of people who can just keep constantly putting stuff out without, yeah, you know, worrying about it being perfect. Because even they're not perfect or not complete, quote unquote, art, I still find some kind of charm to it, where I'm like, oh, it's like, I don't know, it's something so raw, I suppose. Are y'all making art this good, this fast? We are speed. I think it's refreshing seeing whips and doodles in between finished pieces. Yeah, exactly. And I would say most of my art career I've spent just trying to put up finished stuff. Because, I mean, that's what I'm personally drawn to. I do like seeing a lot of finished, beautiful, like, full-on art pieces, but it is good to... it is nice to see the in-process stuff or the, like, more, like, rough stuff. Oh, what? Oops. Ah! Yeah, and even with that being said, I still do get into that tendency of like, oh, I gotta make it clean, I guess it's gotta be perfect. But trying to shrug off that feeling a bit more. And I think also recently I've had this conversation a few times now with different people, but you know, I think personally, art used to be kind of what I hinged a lot of my identity on, and that's not good. Only because, like, once things changed, you know, I was kind of lost for some time, wondering like, oh, I've devoted so much time into my art, but I'm not doing anything professionally with it, and I feel like I wasted all those years for nothing. But I found that a lot of the stuff that I've picked up from doing art or being around artists is definitely applicable in other areas of my life. And I don't regret you know, spending that time learning all the skills or practicing. And I think I will always have a huge appreciation and passion and love for art, always. That'll never leave me as a person, but I think it's more so changing the thought process where art isn't my sole identity thing that I'm hinging on anymore, and more just like, oh, it's like one part of me, but it's not my whole thing. And I can be happy with that. I perhaps have been thinking about it more because every year when, you know, I don't know if you guys do this too, but when my birthday rolls around, I'm like, damn, what am I doing with my life? And I think art is, you know, whether you're learning just for a hobby or you are wanting to pick up a new skill, I think art is a great thing to do. And I definitely find it's been, you know, for my creative endeavors, it's been a very good emotional outlet for myself. I like the way that it can connect people and bring people together. So I've always had a big appreciation for artists who are able to be open using their art. Especially in this day and age, it's hard to be vulnerable on the internet because it's so scary to do that. Unfortunately, a lot of haters out there. But I think we need more people to be more open and, you know, making more art. We need that more than ever. Oops. By the way, if you're like me and you can't even remember my own design, I have a website for you. I mean, it's still a work in progress, so there's some things missing, but if you need a reference for me, I have a website, my own website on Card that should have my full body on there. If you need some help. Birthdays are the worst for that feeling. Yeah, one of my best friends, she every year when her birthday rolls around, she gets really depressed. So we always try to plan something fun so that way she doesn't get lost in too much doom and gloom after her birthday and getting older. But I think one of the, you know, aside from my birthday, I had also started thinking about it more because there's this artist I follow who I've been a fan of for a very long time. And I followed them initially for their comic artwork. Like they made webcomics. They still do, but you know, that's not like their main focus right now. But they had tweeted something along the lines of like they came to the realization that, you know, they weren't actually an artist but more of a writer, and art was just kind of the method of which they were using to tell their stories, which I think was very profound, oddly enough. Like, yeah, weird. It never like crossed my mind. Like, yeah, of course they're a writer. They like they like making comics and telling stories, and they just like using art or like comics as a medium to tell those stories. But at their core, I think they're more of a writer, and they've always been very good at writing their thoughts or making really funny hee hee ha ha tweets on the internet. And yeah, you know, I mean, I've always liked their writing, but their art is also phenomenal. I think they're an amazing illustrator as well. Oh, I'm running out of space. A board. Let me see what else you guys are doing right now. I've been yapping. Let's see. Oh my god, Noni with the super fast masterpiece already. Oh, Twice making their little Sona, their fan mascot Sona. Yes. I like the little cherries. That's very cute. And the sparkly eyes, also adorable. Does the reference have a turnaround? I only did a side view just because the back view of the mascot would just be the same as the front, essentially. So yeah, only a profile view and front view. Also, yeah, you guys got a reference before even I finished my own reference for myself. Every time I open my own reference sheet, I'm like, I'm too tired for this, dude. And I made myself. I designed myself. I did this to me. Oh, for me? I do not have... Oh, are you talking about my reference sheet? The one that's on my website? No, it's just the front view. It's the same one. Welcome back to Kitty. You're in? Okay, yay. Come join. Come join. Yeah, the reference that I'm thinking of is the one I haven't shown anybody. Because it's, like I said, it's a work in progress. It's been a work in progress for 5,000 years. Also, welcome. I didn't say hello earlier. Glad you could make it. See, the thing with, like, when I made my initial character design, I was like, you know, this is good enough for me because it's unique. Only to then be like, man, now I gotta draw myself every single time. I did this. I'm kind of learning, trying to find ways to shorthand some things to keep it simple. Because in my mind, this has always been a concern. I was like, I definitely want to animate myself at some point. But the design has to be unique enough and also not like extremely complicated, or I need to be able to simplify it in a way that's still, you know, readable as Calico Pascal, but not like, you know, I'm not drawing every single line of my braided rope in my hat for like 20,000 frames, you know? So I'm sure I will have to find a way to do that eventually. It's taking so long to load. Oh no. Hopefully you'll be able to spawn in. I also did think maybe I'll still draw it eventually on the field guide for the fan mascot, because obviously we have the general representation, and then what if I had my own fan mascot for myself, you know? What would I make for the hat and whatever? I think a Calico fan mascot would maybe just like a big ol' like dollop of whipped cream on the head, you know, kind of like the hat, and then like some kind of maybe a chip or like a cookie for the brim. Although that looks, just by lines, it doesn't look like, looks questionable. I swear this is whipped cream. Alright. Why would I do otherwise to myself? Don't be silly. Also, some other things that you can do that are nice. For those of you who are new to Magma Board, you can also make multiple layers. And you won't be able to edit other people's layers, so you don't have to worry about accidentally getting rid of someone's stuff or drawing over them. But yeah, just be careful and mindful anyways of your space. Each layer is labeled by a person, so it would say if you're like who the layer belongs to. You can also change the opacity of the layer, just like a regular art program. Very cool. It's weird how over time my art process has kind of changed. Like lately I've noticed when I'm going to do line art, I used to do it where kind of what I'm trying to do right now, where I'll draw the sketch and then I'll go over and draw all the clean lines over the sketch. Okay, where's my, oh, this is the wrong brush. There we go. But I think nowadays I'm too impatient, so I mean, I could even do it right now to this one, just to save myself some time and energy. So if I get rid of this layer I just made, and I go back to this one, the sketch layer, quote unquote, I'm going to lock it, and then change the color to black. And then I'm just, oh, wait. Oh, this is not the, oh, sorry, that's just a locking layer. This is the opacity lock. There we go. And then changing the color to black and cleaning it up. So I don't have to redraw lines, I just kind of have to fix them up. And kind of carve out shapes and clean up here and there. Oh no, you guys are having trouble loading. Whipped cream with size matters written in sparkles. No. Help, I had to reload. How do I find a board I have previously joined? So if you just click the pinned link in the chat, it should take you back to the art space, and then you want to go to recent on the left side. It's going to be on the left hand side over here somewhere. And then you look for the drawing that has a bunch of us in it. But let me know if you're still having trouble. I'll try to guide you. Oop. But yeah, I guess long story short, I've gotten too old and impatient to make extremely clean lines the way that I used to, and now I like just carving things out from what I already have. Does it lag as soon as you draw? Oh, I don't seem to be having trouble. I'm not sure how to fix connectivity issues, unfortunately. When you click the link, it says you joined already. Oh no. So maybe if you go back to the Magma homepage, so... Or maybe if you've already joined, it might be out here on the sidebar here. If you click this like little, the flame, the drawing magma flame. I don't know what the homepage looks like, but there should be, look for the official Calico Pascal Magma Board, and that should take you to the art lobby, I believe. It's just your drawing table, no! Yeah, and then you can see the projects and the new drawing that everybody's drawing on right now. And it should take you back. There's... Oh, okay, so... Dancho says there should be a tab called Participated In. Your tablet. You're drawing a tablet. Sorry, son, I know you're... I know that's you, but I keep... Every time I see Dancho, I'm like... My brain just says, oh, it's Dancho. It's Dancho. There you go. I see someone made it in. Welcome. Well. Either one is fine. Your government YouTube name shows up as Son Tallulah. But yeah, I mean, if you have any questions about the fan mascot, whose name is still undecided, by the way, so that is also on the table if you have name suggestions. I'm compiling the ones that are suggested, and we'll vote on a popular one. You're eating dinner right now? No worries. We appreciate you popping in and joining anyways. We'll probably still be here. Yeah, I would say the only downside to, like, having the mindset of, like, oh, it doesn't matter if the art's not perfect, is when I have the desire to make a completed nice thing, I'm like, oh, it's gonna take so long and take up so much of my time and energy to do it. Why can't I pay myself to draw? I feel like that's the only time I can lock in now. I need money. I need to be convinced. No, not the Magma Y. I would trade you, Dreamy, because I find usually drawing with pen pressure kind of makes me go into that, like, perfectionist mode where I need the lines to be perfect, whereas if I'm doing just drafting stuff, I'll usually try to do it without pen pressure, just so I can focus mainly on, like, the drawing itself. I mean, you can kind of, if you go through, like, some of, like, any of the drawings I've submitted or posted online, you can see a lot of them have, like, no pen pressure because I'm just, like, trying to get a drawing out without going crazy. Pen pressure is in the special settings. Is there special settings? I see general brushes. Oh, are you talking about the advanced settings? You just lower the opacity of the brush. Oh, is that when you're, like, blocking out stuff, Noni? Yeah, also the cool thing about Magma 2 is like, if you weren't in a call with people, or if someone wasn't streaming the whole thing, there is a... I can't find it now. There is a chat though. Also, something interesting is Magma keeps count of your strokes too. Oh, down here. Yes, thank you. Oh, there it is. Yeah, the little icons here. There's a voice call one and then the chat. So you can do a text chat in here. I turned off voice calls for this board, obviously, because we're streaming it. But if in the future, this is still a ways away, if I were to make a Discord and we did like Magma drawing together, like on the weekends or whatever, it'd probably be used a little bit more. Or I assume at that point, you know, if you're in a Discord server, you'd just be doing the call on the server and not on Magma. Yeah, Noni is correct. I goated with the sauce. Yes, he keeps saying something about graphic context lost. I keep having to reload. Oh, interesting. I don't know what that issue is. I have never seen that before. Let me do a quick Google search for you. Magma Board. Graphic context lost. Is that what you said? Graphic? Yeah, graphic context lost. Let's see. So losing graphic context in Magma can be frustrating, but there are several troubleshooting steps you can take to try and resolve the issue. I'm reading the solution from Google. So it says it could be caused by a browser issue, so you might need to update your browser, potentially. If your computer has graphic card driver issues, that might also make things difficult to run Magma. If you're running any other GPU intensive applications on your computer, that might be slowing down Magma Board. Some other options or potential things says occasionally the Magma app or your browser might experience a temporary glitch, making the app unresponsive or leading to graphic context lost. So it might be just software. Let's see what else. What are some solutions we can do to fix that? Now make sure your browser is up to date, for one. Try using a different browser. You could also try restarting your browser, or close all the other tabs that you have up if you're using, or if you have a lot of tabs open. One of the last resorts would be restarting your computer to see if that fixes things. Let's see. I don't know if this solution is for admins only or just general users, so I'm going to kind of skim over that one. Yeah, our canvas isn't very big, so I don't think that's the issue. Well, this is more of like a... This solution is for like if you're having trouble like drawing smoothly on Magma, but it seems like your issue is just you can't even join the board, huh? Having to reload. I'm sorry to Kitty. But yeah, those are some solutions that came up on Google. So maybe try updating your browser and restarting your computer. Hopefully that helps. Or close some extra tabs if you have any that you're not using. Oh no, are you also having trouble? Be gone, puppy. Take another peek around. Oh my god, dreamy art, yay. Oh my god, the aquarium G1 Keenan, let's go. Very cute toy. Also, if we get more people in the board and need more space, I'm happy to resize my drawing. Or we can also open another board. Oh, I see you, Gun Puppy. You're doing it. You're drawing. Feel free to make mine teeny if you need space. I just wanted to make a little goop and probably go to bed. Oh, okay. Well, thanks for coming along, toy. If you go to bed, I hope you have a good rest. The aquarium Keenan. Can you imagine doing hosting a some kind of running event at the aquarium, the Float Harbor Aquarium. That'd be fun. Oh no, the kitty. I'm sorry it's giving you so much trouble. And hopefully you're able to get it working, but definitely I'll try to do more of these community drawing things, so that way you have, you'll be more prepared for the future and hopefully can get it all set up and stuff beforehand. But I'm so curious, I want to see the kitty OCs. But yeah, like one of the things I've been wanting to do is like make a bunch of splash art or nice fully done CG type stuff, illustrations for myself, and then it's just like, oh, it takes so long. I could sketch out like 100 of them, but they'll never it'll take like 5,000 years for them to see the light of day. Is it the amount of people in the board? I don't think that would be it. I think the maximum people on the board is like 30 from what I saw. But if it's still giving the kitty trouble, we can take a look into it. mean, even so, we have like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6? Only 6 people. No! The kitty, I'm sorry. Well, you have the link to the board, so feel free to access it on your own time. I'm sorry you couldn't get it working. Hi, Snorpuff, welcome. I'm good, how about yourself? Thanks for popping in. We're doing a little, draw together. And as a birthday gift, my birthday gift from me to the community, I have introduced your form as a Float Harbor Aquarium guest. I should say. You're the little guy on the left as the reference I put together. No official name yet. But that's what you guys look like. Yeah, you're like little ice cream float otters. So if you decide to make your own design of one, there's only a couple key things that should remain the same for all the designs, but otherwise you're free to change up like the colors and the accessories on the head. You gonna try this on a mouse? Ooh, you're going hard mode, Gone Puppy. Mouse drawing? Holy cow. Yeah, so just the standard design is the one that I have on screen, and general like anatomy and shape of the mascot. I also had a size reference for like how big you guys are in comparison to me. You're quite large. It might just be dead. No! Not the tech issues. Everybody getting tech trouble with Magma. But what I was kind of going for with the default fan mascot design is like the little floaty ring with the cherry and the star. It kind of looks like a hat. So you guys have a default hat to kind of match with me. like it's a floaty ring, but it kind of looks like a sailor's cap, you know, like the ones that look like this, and then they got the little ribbon in the back. Oops. Something like that. Some of the influences that I had for the fan mascot obviously needed to include some of my favorite things. Just needed to be like a summary design. Something food related was not really like on my priority list, but it just ended up happening that way. The body shape, even though sea otters like do have that shape already, I really like, one of my favorite Pokemon is Wooper, and Woopers are also kind of like, you know, they got the big smile like this. So I like the wide smile, and then they're kind of like this. And they got big feet. Something like that. And then they also have a similar tail. But they got like a fin that goes down their tail and their back. So that was one of the bigger inspirations for the mascot design. And like I said, I have drafts of the other potential sizes of the fan mascot. There's like a mini size. I guess I can just talk about it. So, you know, there's So there's your typical average common sized fan mascot. And then I had like a mini version, so like they're more round. I think more common in a typical mascot design, they're like itty bitty, you know, they're cute. And then I have a really tall one, long, like this, or something like that. And then I have another one that's just a big lad. So when I get to eventually finishing that size reference sheet, you will see all 4 variations. Hi, Ram. Welcome. You gonna come draw with us, or are you just here to spectate? No worries either way, but you're welcome to join. I've just been talking about and showing off the fan mascot design that I put together for you guys. Yeah, big. And then I thought it was, I'm still contemplating on the names, but since there are like the 4 sizes, I don't know what I would call the regular common sized one. But the little guys, they're either gonna be called like squirts or shot glass. So because their bodies are kind of short and stumpy, so they're like a shot glass size in comparison to the regular one. Then the long ones are just called long, and then the big ones, I wanted, if only it wasn't a trademark name, I wanted the like really big buff boys. I wanted to call them Big Gulp. Alternatively, right now it's Punch Bowl. But yeah, I at least had the standard design done to show off for stream today, and I'll have to get around to finishing the rest of the sketches and doodles I have at some point later. Stouts. That'd be cute too. Oh, stouts are larger drinks. I see, so the shot glass and stout. It's pretty good. A mug. Yeah, they're my boys. They'll mug ya. The mugs are gonna mug ya. Actually, here. Well, no. I was gonna open Photoshop, but I'm scared that if I have too many things open, my stream will just crash. So, yeah, I'll just trust me when I say I had at least like 2 other pages to the field guide, quote unquote, that I was drawing and was hoping to get done, but I was getting too caught up in finalizing details on the main design. But yeah, as I was saying, when you make your own, the only things that should really be consistent, regardless of what size you pick, is going to be the ear and nose shape, because the nose, they're little seashells, or the nose and ear cookies, and then the head being like an ice cream. So they should all have like the melty neck collar, but you can always hide it with something. It won't let you join. Why not? What's the error code that you're getting, or the whatever thing that it's telling you? Is there like a limit? Because we were worried that might have been the case. Because the invite link should bring you to the art space. Downshot did join late. It said you already joined. Oh, okay, so the kitty was getting the same issue. So once you're already in the space, there should be a tab for like recently joined, or what was it? Donjo said it earlier. There should be a tab for participated in, and then you should be able to find the drawing. Yeah, there it is. Or I don't know what the homepage looks like for you, but if you click this like little, if you have it, there's like a Magma Board logo, and then this should bring up the art spaces that you're in on the side. So you can just click the, well, go to the space and then go to the, whoa, what is this? Okay. What the, hold on. Why is it taking me back? Stop. Okay, now it's being weird for me. Participated in? Yeah. Well, okay, now that's not. This is the Casper stuff. Where's my stuff? Why does it keep redirecting me? You're in? Oh no, maybe you took my place. Hold on. Well, now I have to figure out how to get in. My artworks. That's not what I want. Where's my board? I don't want my art desk. I want to go back to my thing. Is there a room cap? Yeah, that's what I'm thinking now. If there is a room cap, one of the admins should be able to check if they can change it from the drawing. But even so, for some reason it's not letting me go back to my space. It's not even the drawing itself. The base square with the O, yeah, that should be it. I'm clicking it, but it keeps bringing me back to my art desk, which is not what I want. See? Let me in. And it just keeps bringing me back to this. Maybe there is a room cap. You don't see any user cap? Okay, let me Google it while I'm kicked out of the board so you guys can keep drawing. Hold on. Magma Board room cap capacity. Oops. Capacity. Da da da. Oh my god. Magma Board. Oh my god. Google. Magma Board drawing room. Nope, it says the drawing capacity of Magma allows up to 50 artists to collaborate on a single canvas simultaneously. This is the maximum number of users who can actively draw and contribute to a shared drawing space. So why can't I join? No, not a Discord. This is Magma Board, but I'm trying to get back to the thing I was just on. Oh, there we go. Okay, I guess Magma was just freaking out. I just got it to work. Here we go. You gotta go soon, get ready so you can take my place. No, I think Magma is just being weird because... Yeah, now I got it back. So, I don't know. It was just freaking out for a little bit. Well, hello, OnlyFlans. Did not make a Discord, but I did make a fan mascot. So, you guys have a representation of what you look like now. No name yet. We were just kind of discussing and trying to come up with potential ideas. So if you have suggestions, feel free to ask. Or suggest them. Otterpop. You're not the first person to say that, and unfortunately Otterpop is a trademark name, so we can't use Otterpop. It is a good one though. So far, we've had suggested otter flops, since Otterpop doesn't work. So otter flops. We have gelators, like a gelato, an otter, gelator. Otter pup, otter bob. But yeah, I have a Float Harbor Aquarium field guide in the works of like reference of how to make and customize your own fan mascot if you'd like to make your own representation of yourself. Oop, my eraser's so big. So yeah, I don't know what happened just now with Magma earlier, with like it kicking me out and then not letting me back in. So if you do get continuous errors like that, I guess just keep trying. Pascal Pals, that's a good one too. The Ottersons. Shorten Pascal's Pals to PP. I did think of Pascal Pals, not specifically like as two separate words, but like together, Pask Pals. But it doesn't sound as catchy. Do you guys really want to be referred to as PPs? My PPs? There's no shot. But I mean, if it's what the community wants, who am I to stop you? You're gonna be the biggest BB. Yeah, I had a feeling when I was coming up with the different like sizes that the mascots can come in. When I thought of the big boy one, which is like literally like this. Oop. When I drew this one initially, I was like, I know that only Flans is gonna pick that one. Like that size. Your name is PP already. The PPPP. What's the Undertale quote? In the end, it's still you. You've always been PP. Oh my god, where did my layer go? Oh yeah, the other cool thing about Magma is like it has clipping as well. You can clip layers, which is kind of nice. But I'm trying not to make like 100 layers, so I'm gonna try to keep it fairly simple, if I can. Welcome back! If you are planning on joining the board, please let me know if you have any trouble, because it seems several people have had issues trying to get in. And we've tried our best to kind of figure out what the solution, but there seems to be no clear answer. You're working on something for my birthday gift? Oh, that's so sweet of you. You think I'm gonna like it? I'm sure I will like it. I'm very honored that you would make me a birthday gift. I must eat. I have a long weekend ahead of me. Thank you for the Magma Calico. Thanks for joining, Dreamy. Glad you could stop by. Next week's stream is gonna be a birthday stream. Birthday karaoke. Again, it's not on my actual birthday, but it'll be close enough to my birthday. So, birthday karaoke next week. Good night! It's a pipe bomb. How did you know? That's just what I wanted. Oh my god. Only Flans. A pipe bomb. Wow. You guys know me so well. It's funny, everybody's drawing so far has like so much colors, and here I am just doing like black and gray. It's getting colors. Colors are coming, I promise. I had a joke, I had to delete the text. I think it's funny that Magma Board gives you like little achievements for how many strokes you've done. It's like, yes, please tell me that I've redrawn like the same line 500 times. I'd definitely like to know this single drawing has over 1,000 strokes already. But I guess it's kind of fun if you're like trying to draw and be more efficient with your lines or trying to be fast. Not I, though. At least not right now. Yeah, at the bottom, it tells you your stroke count, and it also shows a milestone. So my next stroke milestone is at 2,400 strokes. See, I wanna opacity lock. I guess I have to color myself first. Work called you in. No. Tell work that it's my birthday. Oh, well, thanks for dropping in, Gone Puppy. Oh, I mean, I don't know if you're saying that means you have to leave or not, but I appreciate you being here anyways. I say and listen, but now I got to drive. Okay, drive safe. I will just be a yappin' as usual. And Noni's here too, so no worries. Noni is here as our mod, the drawing board mod. No, not the computer system being down. It seems like everybody's having a little tech trouble today. True, Noni is the goat. Noni is also a goat. Noni, the one and only goat. I imagine Noni's fan mascot to be very colorful and bright. Have the same cat name as your sister cat? As in Calico? You don't have anything like that. Your mascot, like your own, is a bag of bread, though. No, I mean your fan mascot for your fan mascot Sona for here. Your Float Harbor fan mascot. Oh, you thought Noni was a cat name. Gotcha. Yeah, it'd be cute. For sure, I can definitely see a green and pink pink otter with like a bread clip and some kind of like candy. BRB, no worries. We will still be here. Trying to just pick out all the colors. Having to hand select colors, no eyedrop tool. And oh, I meant like eyedropping from from like my reference image. I could just paste my reference in here if I wanted to, but it's okay. I will raw dog it. Raw dog picking colors with my eyes. Oh yay! Glad you could make it, the kitty. Yeah, after you left, I was also getting a weird issue where it randomly wouldn't let me back in, so I don't know. Maybe it's just a Magma Board issue. Yeah, eyedrop tool. Oh, wrong color. This one. But yeah, I had tried coming up with a mascot design way back when I first started, or before I even started streaming, before I even had like, I don't know, a proper social media account or anything. When I was thinking about the lore of the world, so to speak. Hi Gex! Welcome! Thanks for dropping by. You missed me! Well, you know where to find me. I'm always here every Thursday. I'm glad you could make it in. And yeah, you guys, the fan mascot originally was not a sea otter at all. I mean, there were some iterations where it was a sea otter, but I had some designs where you were literally just like the glass, like just the cup. Yeah, because Float Harbor was always meant to be a play on words. Like to float as in, yeah, you know, floating on the water, and then like an ice cream float. So I really wanted to emphasize that with the mascot design. You gotta hit the gym with the gym bro. He came to work, so I gotta see him hit his PR. Ooh, were you trying to get a PR in? I have been, let's see, I've been pretty good about my workouts lately. Though I haven't, I mean, I guess I have been hitting PRs, but I haven't really been calling them such. It's just kind of like, oh, I went up in weight today. Yippee! I pushed more than last time. Yay! That kind of PR. Not like I'm going for a 200-pound deadlift PR. You too miss the otter. I miss you too, Ram. We didn't really have... We were so, like, running around off Kai, we didn't really get a chance to hang out. Oh, it's definitely more this color. There we go. Stuck at 2 plates. Ooh, it's always tough trying to go up in weight. The last time I did a deadlift, that was my last PR, was close to 200. Not quite 200. I was getting there, or I think I could have easily done 200, but I think it was like 185. Because I was too scared to do 200. I didn't want to kill myself. I try not to do deadlifts too often. So I try to space them out a bit. Like whenever I try doing them. So right now I'm just kind of focused more on just increasing the strength in my lower body and my legs before I try doing another deadlift PR. Because when I did that 185... I somehow hurt myself a bit, so I'm trying to be a little more careful about it. Especially because I'm going higher in weight. I just gotta be, yeah. Just gotta be careful. It does kind of suck though, because it's like I go between telling myself like, you know, it's okay, like there's nothing wrong with lifting lighter weights than other people in this like one particular thing. Obviously everybody's going about their fitness journey at their own pace, but the other part of you is like, but what if I looked so cool lifting this really heavy weight? It would be so sick if I could do that. Oh, it's better to be careful so you don't hurt yourself. And also, you know, for those of you who are not like gym people or don't work out a lot, perhaps this can be kind of like maybe comforting, words of comfort if you ever do decide to jump into going to the gym or are scared to. You know, again, everybody's kind of minding their own business and trying to do their own workout, lift whatever weights they can do. But whether you're lifting a really heavy weight like one time or doing a lighter weight but just lifting a lot of it like multiple times, essentially it's kind of more or less the same thing. Like you are building endurance by doing so. You know, being able to do a lot of something is just as impressive as being able to carry something heavy one time. You're losing some weight in prep for surgery. Oh, I hope your surgery goes well, the kitty. You know how to change brush size? It should be, let's see, where it says, it's under the like color wheel, there's a size button. You can kind of drag the number to change the size. You could also use the keyboard shortcut. It's kind of similar to Photoshop or I guess whatever other digital art program. It's the brackets. The bracket keys will allow you to change the size of the brush. Oopsie daisies. Maybe more saturated. There you go. Yeah, I know I brought it up earlier, kind of briefly, but I do, and I've said this several times, but I would like to do more art-related streams when I can. It's just so hard, because I need to really will myself to do it. And sometimes I'm just not in the mood. Which is probably why, you know, even though I have experience trying to do art on my own terms, like as a career, I just got burnt out so fast. I only have so much energy to draw, and I'd rather be drawing for myself if I can. Some more green. Yeah, as another thing, since it's not on this reference sheet, but for the fan mascot, their mouth color, the inside mouth should be the same color as the lighter color of the base for the body. So for example, the main design, it's like this light greenish teal. It would also be the same for the inner mouth. And then it becomes more, it's got the gradient going down, so I'm gonna have to probably just lower the opacity of a brush. Opacity? Opacity. Opacity. Blue. There we go. Let's try. Oh, there's also a water blending brush. That's cool. So I wonder if I could do like this, and then I'm gonna make a gradient this way. I'm sure it'll work. Woohoo! It does work. Hey, gradient. Wow! Check that out. Pretty cool. Then the nose. So yellow. Oh, maybe a little. There you go. Oops. It's also funny because, like, when I was trying to come up with the colors initially for the mascot, there was a point in time where I intentionally was, like, picking off colors from my model to use on it, and then I was like, nah, and I totally scrapped that idea, and then just on my own, I was like, oh, I like these colors together, and I was like, oh, wait, these are all just colors that are on my model, so Yeah, I can't escape from the colors that I like. Okay. Oh, that's not my layer, sorry. Here we go. And then lock. Hey. Oh, excuse me. Oh, I forgot something, actually. There we go. That's what I was forgetting. I was like, something's not right here. Something that I also enjoy doing with my art is coloring the line art. But the problem is, like, coloring the line art can take so long depending on how you want the base colors to look too. And I think that's why a lot of my work usually ranges from like either being like all bright and colorful, where I take all the time to individually color all the lines, or it just is like black and that's it, because I'm too lazy. Can the cherry be changed to something else, or would you prefer it stays consistent? You can change it to something else. If it's for your Sona, you can make it whatever you like. Turn the ear tufts on my main OC into ear chips for this one. Ooh! Yeah, I like it. Orange. Yeah, and then the if you are coloring the line art for your otter Sona, your fan mascot, it's kind of hard to see in the small reference image I have on screen, but the lines for like the paws, it's whatever the color the head is. So for example, our main design has like a vanilla or like yellowy base, so the toe and finger, or like paw separation, I guess, is yellow. Yeah, I want you guys to be creative. I want it to feel like, you know, it's obviously your own personal representation of yourself. I do not want to stifle your creativity. Oh yeah, the other cool thing about Magma too is like if you hover over like any of the tools, it'll tell you or show you what it does, which is kind of handy. Sure, you can draw better, but then this drawing on magma is tricky. It's okay. You'll get used to it eventually. Just have fun with it. I sometimes like that, especially with art, if you are using a program that you don't typically use, or, you know, you have some kind of limitation. If you can work with whatever you got, you know, making the best of it, I feel like that's also really cool. It's kind of like, you know, when you know, Photoshop and all these other cool art programs exist, but you could just go to MS Paint and create masterpieces in MS Paint just because you know how to use it. Yeah, the drawing program is merely the tool for your creations. It does not stop you from creating art. I've had this topic comes up a lot between like me and another artist friend of mine, except that they are a musician. I mean, they also draw, but their profession is regarding it's music related, and so they will often challenge themselves to work within limitations. So for example, it's like they'll work with a music program that only allows you to do a certain number of notes. That's a very rough example, but pushing yourself to see what you can create with the limited resources you have is always really fun. It's a good challenge. It gets your brain thinking. Or like, I always enjoy those like art challenges that people do where they're like, oh, you can make an art piece but only with like these colors. And what can you create visually with just that? And I keep thinking I should try doing that, and then I don't. Because I'm, again, just like giving myself the dopamine of thinking about like I should do it, and then because I've already gotten the dopamine, I don't do it. Bad habit. I need to actually do it. Yeah, that's also kind of cool about Magma. It lets you zoom in pretty closely, so you can just focus on what you're doing. And yeah, there was a moment where when I was drawing on Magma for the first time where I was like, you know, it's not Photoshop obviously, but I do like the feeling of it. It runs smoothly enough that I don't have issue just working in it. Oopsies. And it reminds me of like, for example, I don't know if you guys have experience with this, but this is my personal experience. When I was younger, I always had this, like, you know, you would see artists post like a masterpiece online and they'd be like, these are the materials I use, and it's like something really expensive or, you know, something that's not very affordable, and I'd be like, I have to get my hands on this super expensive marker. And that's the only way that I can draw good like these guys. And so then I would, you know, save up my money, buy the thing, and then be way too intimidated to actually use it. Because I'd be like, oh god, I am now pressured to make a masterpiece, quote unquote, with my expensive art products that I just spent a bunch of money on. Oop. Yeah, so I find now the thing that allows me to kind of draw easily without stressing out too much, I really like just really super cheap art supplies. Like, yeah, like you could go to the 99-cent store and just grab like a sketchbook and like a ballpoint pen, and I feel that's when I will start creating without worrying too much, because then like all the pressure is gone. You know what, like, yeah, if you make a masterpiece with these cheap supplies, that's cool, and if you don't, then who cares? It'll just be scrap at the end of the day. It's more important to enjoy the process. Or, you know, you create when you're not pressured. It's also good for, like, you know, if you're just trying to practice. I feel better about being like, this looks awful, and I can just throw it away. Who cares? It's just like a 99-cent piece of paper. And I had to eventually come to that realization with even my expensive, quote-unquote, materials. Like, going back to that example, I had bought Copic markers like a long time ago, you know, back when everybody was drawing with Copic markers, and then they sat unused for a very long time, and then one day for like school, I was just kind of like, I needed to bring some kind of new medium that I hadn't worked with before at the request of my professor, and I was like, oh, well, I mean, I've got these markers that I already spent a bunch of money on, and they obviously still work because they haven't been touched. So, and some people thought I was crazy because then I was using those markers for that class, which involved a lot of drafting. So, you know, it's just really quick drawings that you end up tossing anyways. But, you know, the Copics got to live their life. They got to be used as God intended. As the art gods had intended, they were brought into this world to be used to create art, and so they did. Gotta be right back, no worries. Yeah, there's no hesitation. Cheek for that is just melted ice cream. Yeah. You guys are all delicious. And, you know, again, being able to make full, complete, beautiful, polished pieces is great. It's like one of my favorite things to look at, obviously. But there's nothing wrong with these really rough... Whoop, that's too light. Nothing wrong with these really rough drawings either. They still have quality and charm to them still. Oh, a different blue. That's okay. And then I am just gonna unlock this. Also, I'm sure you guys have noticed if you've looked at my signature before, but my signature includes my hair pieces. I figured that was like kind of like a iconic part of my design that would probably stick around somewhere somehow. Because my favorite shape is stars, but I wanted to include the seashell too. So my name is the big C makes like one of the curves of the seashell, and then I kind of encompass it like that and add the star. It's also kind of funny because like the center and like the right bit of the seashell could also look like a seagull flying over, I don't know, the horizon or the sky. And then I don't have anything fancy with my last name, it's just added on at the bottom. Is it better in orange? Yeah, why not? Whatever. Let's see. Yeah, like what the kitty's doing here. There's a little drawing here. There's Twice drawing. Wow, Dreamy drew so fast. That's so cute. I love that. Oh, Sun's drawing is so good. Oh my god, is that an orange? That's super cute. I like that you gave yourself like little sprinkles too. The pepperoni otter. Very cute. Yeah, Noni's gorgeous work as usual. Sasuga Noni. These are all so cute. I love it. Should give myself a little blushies. Oh, let me use a mouth color. Oh, whoops, there we go. Wait, is it the same? Oh yes. So keyboard shortcut for digital art programs, or at least for Photoshop, as far as I know, you can hold spacebar on your keyboard and that'll bring up the hand, and the hand allows you to kind of just drag the canvas around. So you don't have to go into the tools to just individually click the hand. You can just boop. Whoa! We're looking at everybody's drawings. Yeah, let me, since I'm kind of done with my drawing, let me show you guys who didn't get to see it earlier. I'll make the reference of the fan mascot bigger, and then I'll just recrop it. So, that way you can also see like the full thing. So this is what was revealed earlier. Ta-da! Yeah, so yeah, just a profile view and the front view. You can see it a little bit better up close. Yeah, you guys are pretty big. You're like up to my waist. And then, yeah, sparkles. Sparkles are optional. That's totally up to you. Neck accessories also optional. Head accessories, whatever you desire. It should speak to you personally. Colors, there's 2 base colors with it's a gradient, so that should be generally the same. This like melty neck fur is also common, but you can hide it with a neck accessory. The nose shape should always be like a seashell, and then the ear shapes, generally try to keep them little triangles, like little cookies, but you can add little whatever creative flair you'd like to add to it. And then big smile. I like to see you guys happy. So yeah, this comes from the Float Harbor Aquarium Field Guide, and there are a couple more pages. Obviously this is a very rough, quick draft, because I want to make like a fancy version that I can upload or put on the website, so it's for easier viewing. But for reference sake, like easy to read reference, this is probably the one. So these creatures share a striking resemblance to sea otters and ice cream floats. It seems they come in a variety of sizes and flavors. Yeah, and then again, I had been sitting on these designs for quite some time and just finally decided to bite the bullet and get them finalized for today. I'm exhausted and I can't draw otters. I think I'm gonna go. If I make any art, I'll post it to Magma. Yay! Exciting! I'll be sure to take a look. But thanks for joining, Kitty. I'm glad you were able to make it in. Have a good night! Next week, I believe it's on your birthday. We're doing birthday karaoke. Is there a gradient tool? I don't know if there's a gradient tool, but there is a blending tool. It's the little brush with the water droplet. A droplet. Ugh. Hello, Lakelad, welcome. And welcome back, Dancho. Hello. Yeah, we are just drawing. Or I'm kind of just yapping because I've done my drawing, but maybe I just need to do a little more touch-ups here and there while I'm just talking away. If you'd like to join, the join invitation link for the board is in the pinned comment in the chat. Be sure to read the rules in the description of the stream if you are going to join and participate. Please and thank you. I just want to make sure that everybody is comfy and happy drawing together. Ooh. Yeah, here's where the blend tool can be kind of helpful. Oops. Okay. Oh, I didn't even select the color I wanted. Oh, there we go. You decided to change your YouTube profile a while ago because the old one wasn't sitting right with me anymore. I see. no, it's Lord Bloxian. Hey. Okay, I didn't recognize you. I thought you were a totally new person. Glad you clarified that, so now I can also remember the next time you come in. That's good to see you. I'm glad you could pop in and say hello. Oh no! Well, thanks for coming by, Noni. I appreciate you. I assume you would prefer to be just called Lake Lad now? Just so I don't keep referring to you as your old username. You can still call me Lord Bloxian. Okay. I'll try to keep that in mind. But glad you can make it. It's been a bit. How you been? I was just showing everybody today. This was kind of the surprise that I had put together. I made a fan mascot, so you guys have a like tangible form now as Float Harbor guests. You guys are our little ice cream float sea otters. We were discussing and coming up with potential fan names, but we're probably gonna vote on which one everybody likes the best. So we have a couple choices right now. We have Pascal Pals, Otter Flops. Everybody has said Otter Pops, and I know that's a really obvious one and it's super cute, but Otter Pops is trademarked, so we can't use Otter Pops. They are an ice cream otter. It's an ice cream float otter. So I give this to you as kind of like a canvas for how to make your own representation. So you can change up the head accessories, you can change the colors, but the idea should be, the base is still going to be the same. It'll be an ice cream head with like cookie ears and nose, and then a body kind of shaped like the glass. But you can be whatever color, flavor, etc., to your heart's desire. Actually, Lake Lad, I don't know if you just barely missed the kitty. They were just here earlier. They did this very cute drawing. You're glad you're now aquatic themed because this is sort of perfect. Yeah! You're on brand. Except you are shifting from the lake to the sea. Or you can be like a mix of both. I just realized I think this is supposed to be Haru Urara otter by Toy. Very cute. I saw I don't know if you guys are familiar with one of our friends slash fellow streamer that we are all very fond of, Casper Catacini. So Casper has these very cute community mascots called operatives, because Casper Catacini is the Meowster of disguise who works at Meow headquarters, and so all the operatives are like also secret agents that work alongside him. Well, anyways, operative is very cute and tiny, and I love seeing everybody's individual operative design to kind of represent themselves. And recently, Casper's been doing these drawing streams where he'll draw some community members, like their operative sonas, and I'd love to do something similar. I think it'd be fun to draw all your guys' guys' creations. And then we can have like a whole little otter bar of just a bunch of different ice cream otters. Lord Blexian, you're probably confused. So Haru Urara is a character from this game called Uma Musume that myself and a lot of people have been playing recently. It's a game where you raise anime horse girls, like you train them and then they go run in races. So Haru Urara is a character from that game, and she's a very cute horse daughter or girl. Everybody calls her their daughter because she's like someone that you are always going to be rooting for. And her one goal is she just likes to participate in the race. She doesn't really care about winning too much. Up until a certain point, she obviously starts getting that like competitive spirit. She also wants to win. So it's kind of your job to help train her to make her stronger and faster so she can win a race. And so Twi went ahead and made like an otter version of her. And she came in 16th place, but she's so happy. Yeah, we love Uma. We love Uma Musume. From horse girl to otter girl. But yeah, I'll be sure to post the fan mascot reference on social media, and then also, again, put up the potential names that you guys have suggested. If you have any more, please feel free to tell me. I want to hear all options. I do think Pascal Pals is really cute. But I still laugh at the fact that it's just PP. Oh, you guys... It's just because you want me to say that I love PP. I love my PP. Right? My goodness. We love PP here. Yeah, I love seeing everybody create their own designs for like their little sonas, because I also enjoy making little sonas for myself, for people's like community mascots or whatever it is. Your drawing's done too? Let's take a look. It's so cute. Yeah, I've been kind of eyeing you off to the side where I've been doing mine. It's so adorable. Oh, is there a heart-shaped tool? I see a star. Oh my god, wait, do they actually have a bunch of shapes? No way! What the? Hold on, I didn't even see this. That's crazy. They got a lot of stuff in here. Oh, very neat. And the brushes at the bottom. Yeah. Well, thank you. Thank you, Pepperoni Pizza, for participating. I love your drawing, very cute. And I love your little Sona, also very cute. You have a red floaty and a strawberry. So it looks like a strawberry and like chocolate strawberry. I actually think one of the examples that I had on the field guide for the shot glass size mascot, I was trying to color it, but then I wasn't really happy with it, so I ended up scrapping the colors. But my initial thought was like making it also a strawberry, like Neapolitan look palette. I like you're also holding the pizza slice. He's so cute. Yeah, so I'm excited to see everybody's Sonas. Strawberry and French vanilla with chocolate hearts. Aw, with some pizza that fell in. It's, you gotta have a little salty sweet action, you know? It's like when you dip the fries in the milkshake. That's exactly what your flavor profile is. Got that balance of flavors. I think for me personally, again, if I had to make my own Sona, my own fan mascot Sona, if I was a fan of myself. Let's see. Do like a quick one here. Oop. Yeah, I know I said maybe like a whipped cream hat, but I'm gonna rethink that because I don't know, I want the... I'll figure it out. But definitely the brim of the hat could be like a chip, right? Like a big chip. You know, like a Pringle. Maybe it's not even whipped cream. What if it's a marshmallow? Like a cut marshmallow or something. I don't know how that would work. But that's not for me to worry about. This is alternate universe me where I'm not Calico Pascal and I'm a fan of Calico Pascal. I would have a hat. Ears. I guess my like hair accessories would be like kind of pinned to the hat somehow. I would probably just stick to being the average size, a typical size, not the little guys. And then I guess I would have I would want my drink to be yellow. Some kind of tropical fruit, probably like a pineapple or a mango. Oh no, it'd be like a pineapple soda with a coconut ice cream base head. So again, still yellow. And I suppose have you ever heard of blue coconut? I guess because coconut is typically white, some places, like when they want to add color to stuff, they'll just put blue, like natural blue on coconut, so that way it's like, oh, it's blue coconut. It's literally just coconut, but again, just like dyed blue by some means. So maybe I'd have like some kind of blue coconut cookie. Here's my my own fan mascot, Sona. Oh wait, I gotta do the gradient. Maybe just like a more orangey at the bottom. Maybe it's like a pineapple mango. Oops. And then I would have the sparkles for sure. That'd be a sparkly drink. Hey, Jazz. Welcome. There, that's my me as my own fan mascot. So I'll be ending stream here in about like 30 minutes. But no rush, we can just chill and hang. Oh, maybe I'll keep it orange. There you go. Yo, I'm so cute. You're too scared to do anything because I don't want to mess up any art. No, so the cool thing about Magma Board is that when you're on your own layer, you can't mess with anybody else's layers. You just have to be mindful of like maybe the space where someone else might be drawing, but otherwise feel free to kind of take up any open space as you'd like. You can also zoom in to like any blank spaces to draw in there, and it'll be kind of small, but you know, we can still zoom in and out to take a look at it. But yeah, don't worry about accidentally ruining someone's stuff. You literally cannot. That's kind of the cool thing about Magma. Here, I'll even resize some of my stuff so there's more room. I'm also gonna move my... Oh wait, I should, before I do that. I gotta combine my layers together so that way I can move everything easily. That's clipping. I want to merge. Duplicate. There, merge. There you go. And then I can select my stuff and resize so to make more room for everybody. Transform. There we go. Oh. Ah. Wait, undo. Okay, shift, and then resize. There we go. There, now there's... Oh. Ah. Do not turn. I just want to resize. And then, there we go. Ta-da! Now there's a little more space and room for you. I'm also gonna resize my my silly little Sona. Oh. There we go. Oh, I forgot to... Whoopsies. I was supposed to change the line color of the paws here. I just have to draw over. Which is fine. There we go. That's me. Yeah, so... Oop. Yeah. There's... the coconut. Pineapple, mango. I guess maybe technically I should also have the same like little bow tie, huh? The little like mint leaf bow tie. Because that would be, I guess, what my necklace would turn into in this scenario. It'd be a little... There you go. Yeah, looking like a real captain here. Ta-da! Also a nice detail, a little tiny detail that's not too noticeable when it's far away, but for the eyes on the mascot. So I have it where, you know, they're kind of like triangle-ish shaped, like a roughly like a round triangle. You don't have to actually have it be the shape. This is just how I draw them. So it's like this, and then it has the shine, but the part where the like I guess the highlight color of it. Again, it's hard to see in the little tiny ref, but when you look at it up close, the highlight is like a teardrop almost, or whatever you want to call it, kind of like a water shape like that. But you know, as much as the the mascots have this like very detailed reference. Obviously I feel like more often than not they're gonna end up being like very doodly, like the example that I've just drawn here. Like shorthand. So you can't like do too much detail when they're little blobby little guys like that. Yay! Liplaxian's drawing! Yippee! Love to see everybody's art. It's so good. Yeah, for those of you who are also just joining in, let me show you our schedule for the upcoming week, or the remainder of the month, I should say. This was a schedule we put together on the 7th during my co-working stream. I just needed to get some thumbnails and graphics done, so we were doing that. So this is the stream schedule for August. So we already passed the 7th Thursday. That was our co-working stream. We are right here on the 14th Thursday, Magma Board stream. So next Thursday, we are doing a birthday karaoke to celebrate my birthday. It's my first time celebrating my birthday as a streamer. You know, I tried to keep it low-key when I initially started streaming, and I never mentioned anything about my birthday in the past, but I figured, like, I want to change that. I want to be able to celebrate with people. I don't think there's any shame in being able to celebrate a birthday. So now I'm like, it's my birthday! You guys, it's my birthday! My birthday's coming up. Okay, you guys, here, don't forget my birthday! Do you remember my birthday? It's the month of August. It's my birthday. So unfortunately though, there is no stream, like actual stream on my birthday, because it lands on a Sunday for one, and then two, at the end of August I'm actually going to be out of town because I have to go to a wedding. So I gotta travel out to Float Harbor and go attend the wedding. But I'm using it as like a two birds with one stone thing. I'm gonna enjoy my birthday out there, you know, while attending said wedding. And I already kind of have at least an idea for what we'll stream when I get back. I just need to actually put stuff together for that. But I don't have too many plans beyond that one stream for September yet. But yeah, and then the photo here, maybe you guys might remember, or maybe you might not if you've been following me for some time. But yeah, this photo is from 2 years ago. It was my birthday cake. It was a very cute, like, the icing on it. It's got like a mirror glaze, so it looks like the ocean, and then this cute, like, dried up coconut shreds to look like sand, and like these little cute white chocolate seashells. It was so cute, very perfect little cake shape. And I just stuck one of my stickers on there, and it worked perfectly. But the inside of the cake was like I think it was mango. I'm pretty sure it was a mango cake. And it was very yummy. Very delicious. But yeah, so that's what the rest of August is looking like for us. So for the karaoke stream next week, I'm still working on the set list, but let me just tell you guys. So when it comes to songs that I like, or like songs that I like to perform, generally what happens is like I get into this state where I can listen to the same song like 100 times over just to practice and learn it. Especially if I like it. I really don't care. I'll just listen to the same song over and over until I learn and memorize the lyrics and how to perform it. And so I had kind of put together some songs, like songs that I was sort of more or less familiar with, songs that I know for sure that I enjoy performing, and then I wanted to include some new songs that I haven't done on stream before. And then I was at the gym one day, and YouTube Music will kind of just like recommend you tracks sometimes, depending on what you're listening to. It will try to recommend like related tracks or like tracks that other people also listen to if they listen to the same thing. And this one song came up. It was a song I hadn't heard before, but it immediately caught my attention. And basically from that time that I heard it, I just started playing it on loop. And so at like when I'm working out, when I've been driving here and there to work or like to the grocery store or whatever it is, I've just been playing that same song. And so I'm kind of looking forward to being able to perform it for you guys, because I think it's a very cute song. And I was also surprised because usually I feel like a lot of the songs that get recommended by YouTube Music tend to be like newer stuff or like recently popular. It's like, oh, a song that a lot of people have been playing recently. And so my main thought was like, well, first of all, how old is this song? And then why is it coming up? Is it maybe it's gotten popular on TikTok or something and people have been using it there? But yeah, I don't know. So yeah, very last minute addition song added to my set list that I've been practicing. Yeah, I'm sure you guys will like it. Let's see. Oh no! Lord Bloxian, where'd your drawing go? No! Oh my god, son, you're a mint chocolate chip. That's so cute. I love it. I hold you gently like hamburger. Oh wait, my schedule's in the way. I can't show you guys. There you go. Yeah, look at Sun's cute art. Hold gently like hamburger. Yeah, this was a very fun idea. I'm glad you guys were able to come make it and draw. I enjoy drawing together. Yeah, so much Calico! So much beautiful Calico art. And one Haru Urara. Yeah, I like how it's like, you guys can draw whatever you want, and then you guys all end up just drawing me. You guys are so funny. Yeah, so I think I'm gonna take a page out of Casper's book eventually and do like a stream where I can draw all your little otter sonas. Keiko, I'm very interested to see what your Sona will look like. Because I know you tend to base your design off of like your OC. So I'm kind of curious, what flavors do you associate with your OC? Or have you ever thought about that? And speaking of OCs, one of the things that I think is really fun about OCs, it's like, you know, people will always come up with like the main important stuff that make their OC like, you know, the stuff that you should remember about the OC, right? But I like knowing the really mundane, weird facts about people's OCs. Like, they tend to sleep like at these hours of the day, or they refuse to eat this food, or they really hate it when people like walk in a weird way. I don't know. Like really random things that most people don't really think too much about. But I feel like, you know, all those little small details tend to make OCs more unique. Like, what is their before bed routine like? What do they eat on a normal basis? What kind of genre movies do they like the best? I feel like all those things kind of define a character more than just even like the typical stuff. Or like, you know, I think this is one I'm starting to see more often, which is kind of cool. It's like, oh, what does your OC smell like? For research purposes, tell me, what does your OC smell like? What kind of fragrance notes are we working with here? Depends on the day, huh? I want to make sure I get a good view of the full board, so that way I can take a photo of it for later, or for this end stream. You know, I'm in the way of the ref's in the way of the drawing. Okay, I guess for later I'll hide the mascot reference so I can just show the full board. Or maybe I'll just take a screenshot. I don't even need to take a screenshot of the stream. I'll just like, look at what we all drew together, you guys. I like how I've noticed, like, there is the stout, like, smaller design or like shape of the fan mascot, but by default you guys have kind of made them already like more stubby, which is very cute. But I gave you more of like a leaner long body option because I want the shape to look more like a glass, you know, like the silhouette of a glass. But obviously, again, I will not deter you from making yourself a cute little petite guy if that's what you desire. Yeah, and the funny thing was, like, when I was putting together the references for kind of, I guess, the brand, right? My streamer brand, quote unquote, and Float Harbor, I had, you know, I guess when I think of summer, the first thing that comes to mind is like ice cream and the beach and ocean. So that just kind of how you guys as a mascot came to be, or, you know, Float Harbor as a whole, because again, Float Harbor was always meant to be a pun and a play on words, because otters float on water, but ice cream floats. So it ended up working out, all coming together. It was all part of the plan. Yeah, Jimmy was talking about the pen pressure, but they already did so good of a drawing even without pen pressure. But yeah, I mean, again, the fan mascot, me finally sitting down and finalizing the design and showing you guys is like, you don't even understand how much stuff I've been sitting on for years that I just have not finished. So, just let it be known that there is a treasure trove of things that I have in the back of my mind, if not like in my folders, all my files, all my folder files. So don't feel like you have to rush drawing. Obviously, you can always continue drawing off stream, but it is about 10 and I do need to get to bed early tonight, unfortunately, so I will have to end stream here. But I appreciate everybody for popping in and saying hello or doing a little drawing. It's always fun to draw with you guys. I really enjoyed this a lot, so I hope we can do more of this in the future. I'd like to implement it more. And yeah, I will be very excited to draw your little sonas. Yeah, and I mean, also the link is always probably just gonna stay up, unless something like awful were to happen. I'll just leave it up for you guys so you can access it and draw if you'd like. And you know, it's not a Discord, but if we want to consider this like a community space for us, we can do that, like to start. I think that'd be nice. And so yes, just one final reminder. Yeah, next week birthday karaoke, and then the week after that, unfortunately no stream, but it is my birthday. It's because I'll be gone. Oh, though I did make a tiny note here. There may be an off collab somewhere else, not on my channel, but I may appear elsewhere during that week that I'm gone. So just be sure to, if you're not already, follow me on my social media so that way you know if I am on somebody else's stream. Also subscribe to me here on my YouTube channel. I was a little scared. I kept seeing people talk about, I didn't want to talk about too much drama stuff, but people were discussing like, oh, the YouTube things that they've been adding, and I was like so afraid that I was gonna turn on stream and then like have YouTube be like, we need your ID. I guess I would have just been like, alright guys, we're hard switching to Twitch today if that happened. So thank God it did not. But as always, I will see you all next week. Thanks again for joining. Please enjoy the rest of your night, and I'll see you all next time. Bye bye everyone. Good night.